How did you, get the grades to get into college?
College? That was no problem. School was easy for me. It always was. Always. So, once I graduated from high school, I got a scholarship to some decent school, and I got the hell out of there. Until my sister had an accident. She was burned in a fire at work.
Did she, survive?
She wished she hadn't. There is nothing more painful or horrifying than burns.
Sorry.
She didn't want anyone to see how disfigured she was. She started calling herself names like my little monster instead of my little sister, or the elephant girl, or anything. Anything. She just never thought she could lead a normal life.
Did you guys think about, plastic surgeries?
We didn't have any money. We didn't have insurance. We didn't have anything, Scott. So I took a leave of absence from school. And I came home to help take care of Shelley. I got odd jobs anywhere I could. I didn't care. I'd do anything. Just so that we could keep our heads above water, Mm-hmm. And then one day, I ran into Jeanette Harris. She dropped out of school to become a cocktail waitress down at the Paradise Lounge. And guess what she was up to these days?
Escorting.
Bingo. And guess what else? She told me that I could get a job there anytime I wanted. She told me that it would help pay for school, but all I could think about was Shelley.
Yeah, well, then you could pay for her plastic surgery then, right?
And I said no for a really long time. I kept waitressing. But all I could think about was Shelley. I wanted her to go outside. I wanted her to have a decent chance. I wanted her to go to school and have the life that she wanted for herself. So I took the job. I became an escort.
A lot of money in that business, but, didn't you think maybe that you had another choice?
It's funny because I ask myself that question all the time when I try and justify what I did. But you know what? I always have the same answer.
What's that?
There are always other choices, Scott. I have to live with the decision that I made.
Nobody is proud of all these decisions that we have to make in life, Yeah, well.
I am so proud of Shelley. She got another chance at life, and she ran with it, man. You should see her now.
Is she still in town here?
No. She and my mother moved to Austin when I was in med school.
Shelley owes you a lot. She's very grateful for what you did.
She doesn't know how I got the money, Scott. No one I cared about knew. Until now. I am so sorry that you had to hear about this from Lucy. And I can't honestly tell you that I would have ever told you myself. The images that are going through your head right now are the same images that I've been trying to forget for a very long time.
Lucy, do we have... What are you working on?
Case files of old patients. I need to find the killer before the nurses' ball.
What do your former patients have to do with anything?
I treated some violent, disturbed people in my day. One of them may be trying to get back at me for some reason.
That doesn't say much for your skills as a psychiatrist.
Victor, did you come in here for a reason or something I can do for you?
No, there's something I can do for Monk. I can tell him the truth. There's nothing on this table except a bunch of piled dead ends.
You have a better idea?
Yes, I do. The crimes were all copied from events in your book. The victims were all people in your book. Ergo, the killer is someone in your book. QED.
Eve,
Eve is in the book.
Well,
Eve the
I'm
killer.
not sure yet, possibly. Do you have some yarn around here someplace?
For what?
Well, since you asked so nicely, I need some yarn to help you catch your killer.
The old tripwire and can of paint on the door trick? That's ingenious.
Lucy?
Yarn. Ooh, I personally would never touch this stuff. Serena. Oh, she was here doing a little project. I think I have some in the kitchen.
Would you look after him for a few minutes? I need some time to think.
Take all the time you like. When you're finished, a dead end will still be a dead end.
The institution won't even tell us if he's still there. Confidentiality laws.
Wouldn't they have to notify his victims before he could be
The
released?
guy is a psychopath. There's no possible way that he is out.
Do you recognize any of these pictures? Do you remember who took them or where you were?
Wait. You gave me this coat for Christmas.
Cooper's been locked up since then.
How did he get these pictures if he was locked up?
He's out. He has to be.
So he's been stalking me?
Unless someone on the outside took these for him.
Well, who would be sick enough to collaborate with that
Some
maniac?
fellow psychopath. Cooper's capable of anything.
Including killing Grace and my father?
And trying to kill you. He was ready to do it once. I wouldn't put anything past him.
Well, all this comes as a surprise to you, I know. And you must be too shocked to throw me out, so let me just save you the trouble.
I got a little news flash for you.
Well, today seems to be the day for it, so go ahead.
You're not the first ex-hooker I dated. There was a girl up at the hospital. Still does. I would tell you her name. She was my girlfriend. Long time ago. You know, way back. Or Dominique.
I didn't expect you to say that. What is this, some kind of pattern for you?
No, it's just I've done some lousy things to make a buck.
I slept with men for money, Scott.
I married a girl for money. Susan Moore came out in the trial. She was on her deathbed, and I put a pen in her sickly little hand, and I had her scratch her name on a document that gave me power of attorney so I could control her son's money. Eve, I tried to steal money from a kid. And that's my tamer one. So you see, you're a lightweight when it comes to screwing up your past.
I think I met my perfect match.
Maybe you have. Maybe you have. And we got Lucy to thank for that.
Does Lucy know that you used to date an ex-hooker before me?
Lucy got her nose in everybody's business all the time. You
Well,
know.
then if she knows that you didn't care about this other woman's background, then why is she so hell-bent on revealing mine to you?
Because she thinks it's a motive for Devlin's murder.
And if Garcia finds out?
And he might think that you were willing to kill Devlin to, you know, cover your shady past.
Oh, that's great. Just great.
Well, you know, when you got skeletons in your closet, somebody's gonna come along with the key, and they're gonna open up that door.
It's about time you showed up.
Please. When I got your phone call, I went ahead and checked Cooper out. Not only is he still incarcerated, the guy's practically comatose.
Yeah, well, we've seen that act before.
He's been under constant observation.
So where'd this letter come from?
Well, it's been almost a year since the hostage crisis. That could bring any nut out of the woodwork. Unless it's another attempt to make Julie look innocent.
She is innocent.
So now I'm sending self-addressed hate mail?
That's not what I said.
Somebody is obviously taking time out to plant clues and evidence.
I'll get this down to the lab, have it checked out. I'll be in touch.
I think Joe's right. Someone's setting Julie up.
But it's not Julie.
No, of course not. But whoever it is someone who knows us inside and out. They put morphine in Julie's water. They put the empty bottle in Eve's bag. They got a pen that looks just like Julie's. And they killed her father with it. And then they got Chris's stethoscope and they killed Grace.
So whoever it is has access to each and every one of us.
It's worse than that. It's probably someone we see every day.
You have every suspect, every motive, every victim?
Timelines, causes of death, relationships, it's all here.
Wait, you have me listed as a suspect?
Yes, I do mark you in the book.
Makes sense. And all the red lines mean possible motive?
That's right.
Victor, Kevin is at the top. This makes it look like that you have Kevin as the primary suspect?
Once you lay out the facts, that's how they add up.